Babe, I'm jetting to Korea. I ain't ever gonna see ya. So why would I?
So Better This Way was actually one of the other songs that I I kind of wrote in April to May when he was gone, before he came back in May, or like March to April. I wrote like a shit ton of songs because he introduced me to Splice prior, and I started using it, and you know, I feel like Splice kind of changed my life in a way as a producer, because a lot of the time what I was doing is I was just writing like songs from like chord progressions or like from a YouTube, like a rough YouTube beat, and then eventually me and him would just make our own beat. And during that time when I was writing Better This Way, I was also like so into Scandal, so I was like, I need to sample Olivia Pope, like now, Kerry Washington on the track, you know what I mean? Like,
I am not a toy you can play with when you're bored or lonely or horny. If you want me, earn me.
so unfortunately, the version with Olivia Pope is not the official version. If you wanted to hear that, that's on SoundCloud. But yeah, so I heard the sample, the whatever that fucking synth is. I heard that sample, I was like, this is really good, I love that. And someone in my life that was really just annoying me in regards to the fact that I knew what I wanted from them, and it was a specific thing. And I was like, you either come out here and you give me what I want, or we go our separate ways and never talk again. And at the time, I was also preparing for my trip to Korea. So like the opening line is, babe, I'm jetting to Korea, I ain't never gonna see ya, so why would I wanna meet you before I go? Like, very straightforward, very to the point. Options, you know, it's kind of giving that person like, hey, I have options. Like, I have men up the butt trying to get me, and you're playing these games, why? And then Better This Way is like me being sure of like, this is what I want from you. You offer nothing else for me, so please give it to me, thank you. If not, it's better for us to just not even try to make this thing work. I think my favorite part of that song is actually the bridge part, because originally we had lyrics and like a melody, but I just did not vibe with it, and we ended up going for this like really awesome vocal harmonized like build up where I'm belting and I'm also using whistle tone as well, which is a skill that I'm so grateful to have gained in the past few years with my vocal coach, Elizabeth Cohen. Yeah, like I love that song in regards to the vocal challenges. So
Yeah, I definitely think as far as, you know, arranging and producing for this song, it was pretty difficult and a bit harrowing. I feel like there was definitely a time where we were really scrambling and trying to figure out what we were going to do and how we were going to attack certain parts of the song. I feel like, you know, the one part of the song with the sort of like vocal rise and everything, all of those different vocal textures, that was definitely like, I think like a really big saving grace for the song. It was really fun to work on. I wish the actual like Apple Music, Spotify version had the Olivia Pope sample on it, because I feel like that's really powerful.
because the whole thing was, what I loved about her character was she was just so strong and so sure of who she was and what she wanted, and she didn't want to be used and abused. That's kind of how I felt. I was putting up with somebody that was using me, and it's like, that's fine, I'm using you too, but can you at least be honest that that's what you're doing? At least I'm being honest. And Better This Way, I feel as well, like what I said in that song, I never told them to their face, so that song allowed me to like say it and have like the confidence to say it. Hopefully they listened to it and figured out it was about them. But if they ever asked me, I'd never confirm or deny, you know, because that's my little secret. But and also too, like, I feel like when we would mute that bridge and it's just like the vocals, it's just so powerful, and I feel like it also kind of put a little to people that have the few people, or not even few, decent amount of people that have doubted, I think, my abilities and my potential. And I think for me that was very like, whoo, like look at me go. You don't ever doubt me again.
This way, if we go our separate ways, we'll make a big mistake. Save our hearts the heartbreak.